Bye, guys. I'll be there in a minute. Going live now. One more time, folks, and then I'm on. Almost time. Hey, let's have some camels for hump day, folks. Have fun with that, Z. Hey everybody, I'm here. Whoa, fuck. Okay, well there was the for light in my eyes. That was good. That woke me up a little. Not that I needed waking up. Uh, I've been wide awake today. This son of a bitch has been wide awake, and I do mean son of a bitch. I am. I am a son of a bitch. Um, it's fucking true. Anyway, hi mom. Um, bye mom. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing great today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Maybe. Um, okay, so I was a little bit late. I've had a lot of shit on my fucking plate today. And not that I need, like, I'm not talking food, guys, because I had a small bowl of macaroni and cheese and a cookie. That's been my sustenance for the day, which is good because I don't need much. I mean, shit, I've got stuff to burn off, right? So, guys, haters, come at me with the fat shit. I don't give a fuck. And I'm expecting it pretty soon. So there's an Icarus warning out there for all the mods. You guys know what Careful Icarus is. Well, Careful Icarus on repeat, okay? Because I'm going to be talking about a couple of things tonight, and they may be somewhat unpopular with a few of you. I'm not going to get to that right away. Not that I want to keep you in suspense, because that's not the case. It's just that I've got more important things first, and that's Big Brother. Yeah, even Big Brother Canada is more important than the subject I'm going to talk about. Although the subject I'm going to talk about is very, very important to some people, it doesn't affect the masses. Not so much. Yet. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys have had a good day. Let's give a shout out to who's here. Now, I did put I did put an impromptu warning up on, or not warning, teaser up on Big Brother Bri on the mothership to let folks know that we'll be over here on Toe the Camel tonight, which of course we're always over here on Toe the Camel during the embargo that YouTube put on us over there. But that's okay, because, we're doing Big Brother Canada, so we don't need, I don't need all the pyrotechnics and shit that I have over there. Like I have pyrotechnics. That would be great. No, we're just going to do our normal stuff, plus. Yes, plus. And, so let's give shout-outs first. All right, let's do that. Yankee, first in the room tonight with the talk. Hello, Yankee. Or at least the first that I saw. So, hello, Yankee. Debbie, what's up, Debbie? How are you, dear? Thank you again for the photo that you sent. Showed it last night on the episode. You looked wonderful wearing the hat and the shirt. Thank you so much again for your purchase and your support. It means a lot. And some of what I'm going to be talking tonight about, you may have some interest in, Debbie. That is beside the Canada stuff. Kimmy, what's up, Kimmy? And if I were a religious person, which of course you know I am not, I would nominate Kim for sainthood, or at least Mom of the Year, or something. Kimmy, again, I'm amazed at the stuff you do, girl. I really am. I hope Zeta asked you that question that she was supposed to ask you. I don't know what your response was. I'll try to find out later. You may be going, oh, Bri, you said that, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Um, I knew you wouldn't probably mind on that because it was funny as fuck. Tommy Tremonti, what up, brother? How are you, sir? How are you? I hope you're wearing your shirt tonight. I'm not wearing mine, so I hope you're wearing. I hope you're wearing yours for the big guys out there. You got to represent us, right? I'm wearing the hat, so put the shirt on. Mary Falk. Hey, Mary. Hello, Mary. How are you? Glad you found us. Tawana. Hey, good to see you again, Tawana. Thank you. Zeta, thank you for putting the links up. By the way, folks, on the shirts, we do have 2 double XLs left in gray. We have 1 triple XL left in gray. And we have 4 hats that are available still. We still do have 4 black Big Brother Bri t-shirts. Those are also available, but those are in XL only, extra large only on those. So anything smaller than XL, everything's out. And a few bits and pieces on the other merch for now. So just letting you know. Robin, hey, what's up, girl? La, 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 la. Miss Elementary, how are you, Sharon? Good to see you. Rocky Road, what's up, Donna? Please stop singing. Yeah, okay. Canada's watching. Right, yeah, Canada's watching my ass. Margot T, what's up, girl? Denise Wright, what's up? How are you? Ginger. Snaps. Oh, now you want a cookie too? Oh, okay. So I have 1 cookie. Now, provided it was a good-sized cookie. I mean, it was, it was one of those protein cookies, So it was a good-sized one, but it was a protein cookie. I mean, what? I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad. Liz G, hey, what up, Liz? You'll be very interested by tonight's discussion. Maybe. I hope. Maybe. You may go, wow, that's all old news. I'm just, yeah. Forgive me if I'm a little punchy. I've been up, down, left, right, inside, out, turned inside around, did the hokey pokey, bounced off the walls, banged my head against walls, banged my head against the floor. If I could bang it on the ceiling, if I jumped that high, I could do that too. Should I? No. My head hurts already. I'm not going to do it. Nurse Julie! Hello, Nurse Julie. Hello. Andy. Gotta put the Negan dip in for the Andy. That's the way you do it. Let's see. Who's here? I gotta pause myself. I'm seeing myself acting the fool. Denise. There's Denise. Holy shit. Bahamas? Bahama Mama, how are you, girl? Oh, I know why you're here today. How are you? Wonky. Who's that? Oh, that's my wife. Hi, why, Wonky? Can you hear me? 7-second delay, maybe. Anyway. And yes, I can hear him. Okay, there we go. Good. Yes. All right. So, Big Brother talk. Well, we saw that episode tonight. If for those of you that watched it, it was kind of interesting, wasn't it? We got to see the veto equivalent to the what do you call it? When you roll the ball in the Big Brother in our U.S. Big Brother, where we have the ball contest, where you roll the ball up a hill and then it comes down the other side, and you're supposed to run back and forth and catch the ball. And it's like 200 or 250 times or whatever the fuck. Well, tonight they had one. If you didn't see it, the veto competition was based on the idea of a record, like a spinning record. Okay. And everybody's disc was about 6 feet wide, 6 feet tall, or deep anyway. And they were at a slight angle, probably about a 20-degree pitch. And there was a track that went around the circumference of the record. Now, everybody that was in the veto competition, and that would be the two nominees, of course, who at the time were Dane and Esty, and then 3 other players, Mark, Kiera, and Sam. Oh, no, not Sam. I'm trying to remember who the 5th person was. Immaterial. Dane won. But the ball was basically supposed to be thrown from the right side, rolled around the circumference of the disc, or the record. Spin it like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. Okay? And then the ball comes down on the left side and kicks up off of a little plastic or a wooden piece that kind of does a little kick when it gets down. So it may kick a little left, a little right, straight up, or just flop down. And you have to catch that ball every damn time 300 consecutive times. 300. Dane won. Now what was the name of his, I'm trying to remember the name of his song. But Baby Got Gap. That fit. He's got the gap in his teeth, three teeth missing. Baby Got Gap. Well, Baby Got Gap was a record hit. Pardon me. Freshly squeezed DC from McDonald's. I'm loving it. Thanks to the Wonky for getting that tonight. So yeah, Dane did that. He took himself off the block, and Sam got put up, which we already kind of knew if we've been following at home in the feeds, or by watching this, or if you've been catching it on other sites and such. Now, of course, we got to see the discussion between Cory. I'm going to turn this fan off because I think it's just giving a little too much extra noise. So, sorry if that was being intrusive. But we got to see the discussion that started between Cory, Adam, and Sam after the veto. And Cory laid it on the line with both of them. I have my doubts. So they were like, oh, okay. And she said, one of you may be going up. And they're both like, And they looked like they were shitting their pants. And rightfully so. And so, when you see that, she then more or less narrowed it down in saying, well, this is kind of more for her than for you. She didn't say it that way, but in so many words, she basically said, she's the one that's in trouble. You're good, Adam. And with that, Adam got up and left. And he started to shit his pants. Well, while that was happening, Cory and Sam had a discussion, and Sam was just trying to say, hey, Dane's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Well, that is kind of true. Everybody's trying to pull the wool over the eyes of Cory. Now, Dane has been, and Anthony has been, in Cory's ear all week. All week. But so have Sam and Adam. And the thing that Cory has found is that she seems to be able to trust Dane and Anthony more. That they're more stable. And that she's hearing all these things about Sam coming from multiple sources. So she's going with her instinct, which is get rid of Sam, backdoor her. And that's what she has done. She has set up backdoor. Now, when we go into tomorrow's vote, it's likely going to be a 4-2 vote. That's my guess. Now, usually I'm wrong. This one I really do think I'm right. Why? Adam and Kiera. That's it. Adam and Kiera are going to stay with Sam until she walks out that door. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. What does this do? Now that will, of course, keep in mind, this will make Sam the first juror of the house for this season. Will we have a buyback this year? I don't know about that. But if there is, I don't think Sam would be a huge threat to get back in. And if she did, I don't know if she'd be a huge threat to win. So we won't cross that bridge yet. We'll get to that if we get, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it or if we get to it. But Sam knows the writing's on the wall and it's not looking good for her at all. Unless, somehow, some way, Damien decides to vote her way. And then Cory has a change of mind at the last second and says, bye, Esty. It ain't happening, folks. It ain't happening. So Sam is going to be all by her nasty self. Probably smelling up a perfectly good smelling house. And to quote, to paraphrase Vincent Price from the song Thriller, I think she's going to have about the funk of 40,000 years stuck on her, because she is just not a clean girl. She's dirty. You got to wash your ass. The hair was looking better in tonight's episode, I will give her that. But the hair. Big Brother probably said, go wash your fucking hair first, and then we'll do a proper DR session. I don't know. Well, I don't think production did that, because, they would have been doing that every day, because they talk to these guys almost every day. Guys and girls, gals, people, them, they, whatever you like to be called. Very interesting part of the competition, or part of the show tonight, was when Adam, after basically being kind of shooed out of the room, he went downstairs to the backyard, technically the backyard or the basement, where they were playing pool, and Anthony was there playing pool, and Adam just kind of stands up against the wall and starts talking about Sam, and we could have gotten Cory out, and we should have done this, and we could have done that. And Anthony, it was like the way Adam was saying it, he was almost in an accusatory way towards Anthony. And I love how Anthony said, like, are you saying this to me right now, or are you saying this? He goes, no, I'm just saying in general. Okay, good. Because Anthony... I think Anthony would have probably taken a one hand and just gone, dude, no. Put that right around his throat. Not around his throat, but he probably would have grabbed him by the shirt collar and said, look, dude, snap out of it. She's going home, and it's for your own good. And I really... Zeta's name of smooth operator for Anthony is probably one of the best names that anybody could give that guy, because he smoothly operated right with Esty in that bathroom when Esty was bringing up the hand signal of the pretty boys to him. She showed him this twice and explained it to him. And he just kind of was like, that's ridiculous. And then he goes and he stands there at the edge of the bathroom. He's like, yeah, that's like second grade. Boys versus girls. Wow. And then he just is like, ah, man. You know, and she's like, I know, right? Guess what, folks? Half of the house after tomorrow night is going to be this. Half the house. You start with 15. You start with 14. You kick one out, add one in. So you have 15 really total. And you've gotten to jury now. Getting out the girlfriend. The weak link has now become stronger. Or will become stronger, hopefully, for their sake. Not for my sake. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'd like to see Anthony win. I'd like to see Dane win. Aside from that, in that Big Brother house right now, I can't really root for anybody that deserves it. I mean, I could root all day for Esty because I think she's nice. She's nice. That's why I'd want her to win? No. She hasn't done shit. She's just been riding the coattails of the Great Dane. And Anthony, provided he hasn't won shit, he is playing a game. He's playing it every damn day. He's playing it nearly every hour. And he's doing it on the DL. He's really being quiet about it. He's being smooth. And he's operating. The guy's like a surgeon. He's like a brain surgeon. Because he can get in here and then change your thought pattern. He completely debunked the whole pretty boys idea when Esty brought it up to him. Ha, that's ridiculous. And she believed it. And for a second, I almost believed it. He's that friggin' convincing. No, I didn't almost believe it because you know it's real. Okay? This isn't flat earth theory, folks. Half the house is going to be pretty boys. And the rest is going to be Damien, Esty, Kiera, and Cory. Now, when you make that sides, the pretty boys are really looking good. Because if one of those dudes wins an HOH this coming week, now I know all four of them, it's going to be a 4-3 competition for the HOH. Cory can't play because she's going to be the outgoing. So, we're going to have the pretty boys, all four of them, in whatever contest it is, going against Damien, who has won nothing, Esty, who has won nothing, and Kiera, who has only been given the blood veto by the rest of the house and didn't use it, which she said she wouldn't. They said they wouldn't. See, I got to keep the whole non-binary thing in check. I really am trying to do that for all people involved. So, you know, please bear with me, folks, if I correct myself a lot on that, but it's a work in progress. I'll probably get it nailed down around day 68, 67, 68. It's a 70-day season. So, yeah, I think I'm on par for getting onto the track of things. Yeah, I'll get it down by the end of the season. And then when there'll be somebody that's a she, I'll just say them all the time. You know? Oh, that's the way that is. Now, I'm wondering about the triple eviction. I don't know how you guys are what you're thinking about triple, but I'm wondering if it is next week, because if you've got a house full of 8 people, we're at day 40, there's 30 days to go. And if you're going to knock out 3 people, when is the best time to do it? Well, seeing that we've never had a triple eviction in America, we've only had doubles. And, we have had seasons where there's 2 double evictions. It's happened a few times, or a couple times at least. But a triple, well, do you do it when you go from 7 to 4? Or do you do it, which would be next week? Or I'm sorry. Would you do it next week when you go from 8 to 5? Or would you do it the following week when you go from 7 to 4? My guess is that they probably will say 7 to 4 when they go to the 7 to 4 week, which means not next week, the week after. My guess, again, just a wild guess. I have no basis in fact to put this on, but that is my guess, is that because you want to keep the house as full as possible for as long as possible, just like in Celebrity Big Brother. You know that they usually bring 5 people or 4 people to the finale. In UK, they were bringing 6 people to the finale. And they were evicting 5 people? Okay. Quintuple eviction? What the fuck is that? A quintuple eviction. Oh, wow. Holy shit. I mean, they all went out one at a time, too. They weren't even coming out 2 at a time. I mean, shit, it should have been the reverse of Noah's Ark. It should have been like going 2s out of the house when you're having that many fucking people leave. But no. I do think that they'll wait, because tomorrow will be day 41. So if they don't do it on day 48, they'll do it on day 55. And that would mean that with 15 days left, you're having an episode where you go from 7 people down to 4. So that then there are 4 people that fight it out for that last 15 days. Then again, they could wait 1 more week. There is a possibility of that. They could go 1 more week and wait for it to go 6 to 3. So we could wait till day 62 before we get, or 61, 62, I'm sorry. Day 62 is when we may get the triple. It has to be in one of the next 3 weeks, because they ain't going to do it when it goes from, they aren't going to do it when it goes 5 to 2. They want to have a 3-person HOH finale. So I do believe it has to be on one of the next 3 weeks coming up after this week, but I think it will be the second of the 3. Just because that's the feeling I get. But again, your host here could be very wrong. I've been wrong before. Hell, Chelsea's already gone, right? And I picked her to win the bitch. So that is that. Let's see what we got here. See who else is in here. Hey, Denise, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. AB, what's up? And there's Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Just looking to see if I missed anybody. Roberta. Hi, Roberta. How are you? I saw that you put a like on something earlier today. Thank you very much for that. If I didn't say hi to Robin, hello. And to Sarah Kinder, hello. Just want to make sure I'm giving... Just want to make sure I've caught everybody. Um, why can't the women form a 4 horsewomen team to the end? Well, I don't know. That's well, you know what it is. Um, I don't know if ladies would agree with this. So, and I don't want to sound misogynistic or well, not misog. No, that wouldn't be misogyny. It would. I don't want to sound sexist. So I guess that means that I'm going to end up sounding sexist when I say that. When I preface it by saying I don't want to sound sexist, but usually that means I'm going to come out with something that's going to sound sexist. So it's not the intent. But here's the thing: with guys, egos they sometimes are able to put in check to work together. Sometimes, at least from Big Brother history, it seems that ladies can be a little fickle when it comes to working together because of either jealousies about a person being so cozy with another man or another woman in the house. Not in the sense of a cozy sexual way necessarily, but cozy in a friend way with someone more so than another. Now, if you've got a 4 guy alliance, when you look at the 4-man alliances, the 3-man alliances that we've seen in the history of Big Brother, there is very rarely jealousy that happens between those groups. For example, let's bring up the Brigade. All right? Now, yeah, the Brigade in general sucked because the components of it sucked. Hayden Moss was the only MF who could really do anything. Lane could do a little. Enzo was as worthless as tits on a bull. Love you, Enzo. Meow meow forever. But, dude, ooh, Enzo, man, woo. And of course you had Matt. And, well, Maddie, fuck. Matt Hoffman, dude, how are your wife's feet? Now they cut Maddie early because he became expendable towards a later part of the game. And that's going to happen. When you get to that jury stage, and he got to mid-jury. I mean, he was what? 7th place? Roughly? 6th place? So they had their 4 going deep into the game like these guys do. So that's why I'm using the comparison. Also, I'm using the comparison because Adam said to Ika on day 1 when they went into the house, he wanted to start a brigade-type alliance of 4 guys. And he did. That day. All 4 of them, day 1, within an hour of meeting each other, were pretty much solidified as a 4. And they've stuck to it. Even through 40 days and nights of Adam and Sam. So we're having 40 dates of Sam and Adam, Sadam, for those out there that like to ship. That is, and that's something that, oh, and by the way, they have officially taken care of their business, if you know what I mean. The HOH shower was at their disposal, and they did use it. Keeping it clean, right? Well, at least Sam did shower that time. Anyway, hope some soap was used. If I see that spray bottle of Shea shampoo, I didn't say shampoo. I said shampoo. Because Sam uses spray shampoo. That fucking powder bullshit that's supposed to get you by when you're doing the walk of shame on the way to work. After you had too much to drink the night before on a Sunday night and you knew you shouldn't have stayed out. And then you go home in the same, or you have to go to work in the same clothes that you were dressed up partying in because you didn't have time to go home and wash. So you put that spray shit in your hair. And guys are equally responsible for that too, because some guys have long hair. I used spray shampoo one time in my life. One time. That was it. And I forget why I even used it. I think it was just because I don't know. Actually, I'll have to ask Wonky. She remembers more than I do. Bottom line is, it's a thing more or less to just kind of freshen up in an emergency. It's not meant to replace soap, Sam. So it's no longer spray shampoo. It's called Sampoo. Sampoo. Because Sam smells like poo. And it's for Sam. So it's Sampoo. Hashtag Sampoo. Sarah Kinder blames Lifetime movies. I do too. I don't know what you're blaming them for, but I agree. I agree completely. I blame Lifetime movies for pretty much all the evils of the world. And I blame the Hallmark Channel as well. That's also something that I blame. I gotta read back though and see what that was that she's blaming on the Hallmark Channel. Oh, I see. Okay, so Ginger Snaps is saying, I agree, but how did we land there? Like, we are programmed to believe our fellow women are going to lie to us and stab us in the back? Well, I don't know if you'd say pre-programmed, but or programmed, but it just seems to be, at least in my humble opinion, for what it's worth, which is nothing. I just feel that that is something that seems to happen. Because think about when you just think about Big Brother, at least when it comes to Big Brother, I'll say that. Because where do you have alliances in the oh, I guess you do. Never mind. But no, seriously. In the with guys, it's I don't know. You would think it would be the other way around because you'd think that guys would be aggro and the chicks would be more laid back and willing to be like, oh, it's okay, hon, it's all right. We'll get along. We got to stick together and we'll do this. Yeah, girl power. And the guys are, don't argue with me. Don't tell me what to do. It's the other way around. It's now, provided when it's only a couple of people involved, a two-person thing, a two-girl alliance, or a three-girl alliance that a couple are having. I mean, look at. Now, it wasn't necessarily an alliance that went deep into the. Well, it did go deep into the game, but it wasn't necessarily an alliance the whole time. Candy Burris and Tamar Braxton were not an alliance through that season. They were never specifically on the same side, really, 100%, almost that whole season. Up until that last week to 2 weeks. Because when they got to that last week or so, with 10 days, and they finally hashed everything out. Before that, everything was nitpick, bitch, moan, whine, and that was just Tamar. Candy, shit. She didn't do much to really stir the pot. Tamar stirred that shit up. It was a witch's brew. And so that's why I just, of the ladies that are left in the Big Brother house, do you really see Cory, Esty, and Spork, Kiera? Do you see them combining together as some girls faction that's going to be all about girl power and winning? No! No! Will one of them win the game? Maybe. Maybe Kiera. Maybe Cory. Not Esty. Esty doesn't win anything. Esty is clueless in that house. And I like Esty. Zeta says I'm in love with Esty. She's wrong. She's wrong. I'm not in love with Esty. I'm in love with my wife who's upstairs. I love you, Wonky. But she does that to poke fun at me, and she's probably typing here. You're still in love with her, and I'll just say no, Malaka, I'm not. So I'm just waiting for Zeta to say something now. There we go. There we go. I knew it. I knew I'd get a smiley out of you. Let's see here. Who's adorable here? Who's adorable? Jonathan? Jonathan? Who's Jonathan? Oh, John. Are you talking about Jonathan from Big Brother? Celebrity Big Brother? Yankee's going, he and his boyfriend are cute. Really, Yank? Okay. I'll trust you on that. I'll trust your judgment as a lady who is objective in her thoughts. But cheers to that. Why the hell? Oh, there was ice on the top. That's why. All right. So, Tommy with those faces. What's that for, Tommy? Tommy's having a moment. Tommy's like, no, don't talk about that. No, Tommy, it's okay. It's okay, Tommy. We can. I mean, it's part of 21st century society. It happens, guys. It happens. The men's sometimes needs the men's, and that's it. I'm not gonna hate on it. I mean that's what they do. That's I mean people are people, and people are gonna have their choices, and I respect it. I don't know. I mean, it's not my thing, but to each their own. And when I say their own, I mean they. And I'm not just talking they. I'm talking they of everybody. I'm talking they being Spork, Kiera. Damn it, Zeta. Why did you get that name in my head? See, I'm feeling that I'm who came up with that? I don't want to put that on Zeta if that's on... Was it Zeta or was it Kim that did that? Or was it both of you? Yeah, you both worked on that, didn't you? You two... You two, sometimes you're in trouble, both of you. Sam and Adam are dressed alike? I'll have to take a look at that. Let me go take a look, see. I didn't even go to the feed yet. I needed to focus for a moment. Let's bring that up. Oh, fuck, I don't want to go to BMX. Jesus Christ. BMX TV. No. Let's go to Global. Let's get the feeds from those guys. And by the way, folks, I have got to tell you, for what it's worth, this new TV is a fucking masterpiece. I mean, I've never had a smart TV till now. This is the first smart TV I've had, And I'll tell you, it's the smartest fucking TV I've ever seen. I mean, this thing is shit compared to other smart TVs, I'm sure. If this was only a $250 TV. Uh, so, but, I mean, one hell of a sale. I mean, the other one looked like it had a couple of shotgun blasts of rock salt in it because of the pixels that I was losing. Um, so, that's why Wonky said, hey, Best Buy's got a 50-inch for $250. You want it? I'm like, no, because I don't have the money. But yeah, because we need it. So sure. And by the way, if you want to know, if anybody wants a TV that's got what looks like about 200 tiny little pixels missing, if you want a good Starry Night image and you just have a black background, my TV will suit your needs perfectly. If you want to just you can actually look at this TV and you'll be able to figure out constellations and shit. You can make up your own constellations. I actually found the Big Dipper, the Orion Star Cluster, and the M87 Galaxy all on my goddamn TV just because the pixels were missing. So, there you go. If anybody wants it, it's a $50 buy it now, but you got to come and pick it up. That's it. Because this thing's like, I don't know, 100 pounds? 70 pounds? Something like that. I mean, it's enough I can move it around, but I ain't lugging it to your place. You come and get it. Actually, I tell you what, if you want to come and get it and take it for free, come on over and take it for free. Just let me know. And then you can come by. Zeta, you're getting that buggy. Buggy. What the fuck am I talking about, buggy? Yeah, Zeta's got a buggy. No, she doesn't have a buggy. She and her husband have just bought a nice new camper. She won it on The Price is Right. No. She was on the Golden Road, and she guessed right on everything. She got the pack of gum, and then she got the can of pinto beans, and then she got the Scope mouthwash, and then she went to the bike, and then she went to the car, and then she went to the final. The final part of the Golden Road was the camper, and she won it. No, they bought it. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see pictures, Zeta, inside and out, please, and I will proudly display them on the channel if you'd like, because I'm happy for you and Jeff. Good luck with that nice new purchase of yours. I hope you really enjoy that. That's gonna be fun for you to go on the road. It's not a camper. Well, all right, it's not a Tumor then. It's not a Winnebago, right? Because it's not that brand, is it? What is it? It's a cruise liner. Is that the thing? What do you call? No tailgating, right? Oh, it's not final yet. Saturday it will be. Okay. So if it's not a camper, though, Zeta, what is it? Just so I'm clear. On it, because your description of it sounded. I mean, I guess I don't know the right lingo for those vehicles. That's a wonky right there. I just think, unless it's somebody else that's not welcome in my home. Oh, it's wonky. Hi. How's it going? You okay? What's up? Tired? Oh, well, long day. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. RV Quantum. Oh, it's an RV. I'm sorry. Recreational vehicle. RV. Yes. Okay. She has got an RV. Camper's a bad word? Campers are the old. Oh, are campers the old ones that you tugged along? Okay. So Wonky clarified that for me. Campers are the things you tugged along, and I know. And Zeta made a point of saying this isn't that thing you tug along. And I said, no, I understand. It's the thing you drive it like a car, but it's not a full-on Winnebago like that big long thing like Dale had in The Walking Dead. Um, so yeah, I get it. RV Quantum RW28. Now wait a minute, AB, you're giving me a different model number and a different brand. What the hell? Party at Brian's for sure. Yeah, his cats will love me. That's right, Snaps. Um, okay, party bus. Sarah Kinder's got it right. Party bus, period. Party in Zeta's party bus when she gets it. Um, oh, what was the other thing, too? There was one other thing about the show tonight. Did I miss anything on the show?
Just kind of when Adam made the parting shot at Cory about how she kind of stabbed him in the back or something like that. And then she says, if you want to come talk to me later, we can talk to you. So there's nothing left to talk about.
That's true, right. Yeah, the parting shot there that, yeah. Adam did have a few words for Cory, and yeah, Adam said there's nothing to talk about. That's true, there is nothing to talk about, because Sam is going to go home. She's made her choice. She put Sam in that position. Right or wrong, Sam's up, and Sam is going to probably go home. I don't think there's anything that's going to change that, unless, of course, Esty decides to turn into, I don't know, some sort of demonic possessed person that just completely shreds everyone's letters like Ica did back in the day, and and then pisses in everybody's cornflakes and in their slop shakes at the same time. I don't know, and even then I think they'd probably go, oh, that's just Esty, she's cool. um you know by the way, folks, I gotta ask about the slop. Canadian slop. Now, Canadian slop to me looks different. Because I saw what looked like a large white vat or container, big bucket, pail, of this green powdery substance that you scooped out and you put into a blender. Now, I saw Mark scooping the shit out, and I'm like, is that the slop? Now, I know that every time I've been seeing somebody with a shake, and they're saying it's a slop shake, it's green. So, is there a different formula to the slop that they're using up in Canada? Is it just a protein shake slop? Or is it green? Or are they just using something that is green? Is that like a whey protein shake? Is that something that's like a whey protein or grass protein or something? Because I'm wondering why all their slop shakes are green. Um, I mean, I don't know, because usually McDonald's runs out of Shamrock shakes by uh, thank you, that, yeah, St. Patty's Day. Let's see here. AB. It has mold spores that production plucked from Sam before she even entered the house. Oh, AB, thank you very much for the help. Actually, that really explains it a lot. Um, yeah, and what is that stuff they bake it to? It's like they make like this slop brittle or slop sheet, and then they just break off chips of it and then dip it in something, or they eat it directly. Like, I've seen some of them break it off and then dip it in like honey or some other type of condiment, or they'll dip it in or use it with, let's say, like salsa. So are they like slop chips or like a slop sheet of chips, or what is that shit? I'm guessing that's what that is. But that doesn't seem so green. It ain't easy being green. That's what Kermit says anyway. Um, Ginger Snaps is saying matcha infused. Zeta says it's slop pizza. Okay, I'm intrigued. Now, if you make slop pizza, what's the pepperoni replacement? What's the cheese replacement? What's the... well, I suppose you could use like ketchup or something like that, right? But you can't have cheese because that's not part of the have diet. Or, I mean, that's not part of the have not diet. Just curious. If we can't get to that, that's not a big deal. Okay. So, does anybody have any Big Brother Canada stuff that they want to talk about before I go any further? If you do, please go ahead and post it in the chat, and I'll give you a minute or two to do that. If you don't, then we'll move on. They bake the slop with salsa. Ah, good idea. All right, I get that. Though, so it's okay. So it's just missing the cheese. All right. Dane didn't seem very impressed with it, though. He was like eating it, and he was like, "Oh, I hate this shit." Then he goes and he has another piece, and he's like, "Oh, it sucks." And he eats another one. I'm like, "What? Well, then why are you eating it if it sucks?" I suppose he's hungry. He's got nothing else to eat. Our vet tech is here. Yankee is here. Yep. Yankee is here. Okay. So, yeah, it should be fun on those feeds tomorrow for sure after everything is done. Now, I need to talk about something that I did earlier today. I made a post on Twitter. Some of you may have seen. I also put out a video earlier today that you'll find on this channel and on the mothership channel, Big Brother Bri. Mid-show Starbuck right here. And Zeta, I would give Starbuck a kiss on the head for you as you requested. To publicly apologize to Starbuck for calling her a bitch last night. I already privately apologized to Starbuck profusely. Wonky, can you attest to that, please?
Yes.
Are you awake?
Yes.
But you don't sound like it.
I am.
But you are. Okay. So she is attesting and vouching for that. Thank you for doing that. And I did apologize profusely to Starbuck for calling her a bitch last night. But she was just making so much noise trying to be in here and be with Mom, and I just was like, quiet down, bitch, and I was kidding, but I didn't mean it. And I don't usually say that to her, but I love Starbucks. She is awesome. Even though she is Mommy's girl. But yeah, she still loves Daddy. We're good. And look at Ginger Snaps with the face there. What the hell? That's right, Sarah. As long as you love animals, you're a good person. That's I mean, generally, there are people that love animals that are really bad people, though. I mean, yeah, we could bring up some historical figures that had pets and loved their pets, and they are really bad people. But yeah, generally, if you're an animal lover, you generally are a decent person. Yeah, generally. But I agree. Sarah is a nice person. Ginger Snap's a good person. Everybody's a good person in here, especially Yankee. Look at the care that Yankee. I mean, look at what Yankee does for a living. She works with and for animals, and I say for because she's responsible in part for their medical care and well-being. So she kind of works for animals, works with animals, and so kudos to Yankee. Proud of you. Always am. Sam's trying on outfits for the eviction tomorrow. Okay, so every one of them is getting dirty as she puts them on. Good. At least they're all going to be equally nasty when she gets ready to put one on tomorrow. They were all equally clean going into tonight. Now they're going to be all equally scuzzy. Wonk? Wonky?
Sorry.
Can't. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go upstairs.
No. I getting to that part of the show. Wonky just started going to sleep. But she's had a rough day. She's had a long day. And it's hump day. So, hump day. Did you give Toe a petting? Not okay. Okay. Toe is actually sleeping right now. He would say hi. He took a nap during the show. He's like he's not on Canada. He doesn't follow Canada so much. All right. Enough pushing this aside. As I said, I made a statement earlier today. And it left a lot of people like, what are you apologizing for? Well, for those of you that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I put a public apology out for Angela Lantry, also known as Rockstar from Big Brother 20, and her fiance Chris. I posted a public apology because I did some self-reflection. Buck helped. You're welcome. This isn't going to go well. Well, if you can just let her in, if you could, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then maybe if she'll jump up here, then I'll give her a kiss on the forehead for Zeta, just to make sure that Zeta knows that I did take care of it, even though I apologized profusely to Buck earlier. Care for the cord. Thank you. But over the last, since I started this channel back in June of last year, I'm proud of a lot of things that this channel has done, but I'm also ashamed of some of the things that this channel, that I have said about certain people. Now, it's not news to many of you that I left. All right, let's put it straight out. I am no longer associated in any way, shape, or form with Shay. Others know as Metro D. There are many reasons, and I do not wish to go into detail. I do not wish to go into detail. There are many reasons I don't wish to go into detail. First and foremost is, I don't need the hassle. But a lot of people have asked, a lot of people have wondered, what happened between you and Shay? Why are you no longer his friend? What did he do? Just in general, what happened? And I'm going to try to be very careful as to how I say this. And he's probably watching, or certain folks that are diehard in his corner 190 million% that are watching this right now. And I need to make this clear. I was a part of level 20. I became the second person to leave said group. One person left it some time ago. For their own reasons. I'm not going to say who. And I will tell you that I banged the drum all day long for Shay when I was associated with him. I tried to... We were friends. Yes. We were friends. He does not want a friendship with me anymore, and I do not want one with him. The reason I'm saying this on air is because I need this to be completely amputated and done. He has refunded me my money for my membership in L20 and for the 316 shirts that never got made and never got done and never got distributed. I asked for that money, I demanded that money, and I got that money. It took a little longer than it should have, but I got it. Another person asked for their refund about a month ago. I believe that person was also refunded their money relatively promptly, because I was part of a meeting at that time where that person said that they wanted a refund. Now, actually, that person stayed in the group, I believe, but wanted a refund and wanted to stay part of the group. They did not leave the group. But I wanted to leave the group because I saw a series of events and a series of calculated missteps. What do you mean by that? Well, let me rewind here just a bit. My name was invoked in an episode that he had. I don't know how long ago it was. 4 weeks ago. He invoked my name and said that my friendship is no longer there, and that it was based on him not visiting me. That it was based on that. That is a 100% fallacy. That is a 100%, and I will say it, bold-faced fucking lie. I don't want beef with him. I don't want smoke with him. I don't want a relationship. I don't want to even think of the man. And I use the term man loosely. Other than the fact that he may have a twig and berries down there, that makes him a man. Aside from that, I haven't seen shit otherwise to prove that he is. Okay. Now, I'm pushing it by saying that. He may have his retort later on, whenever he decides to get off his ass and go on the air again. He may. And that's fine, dude. I don't want a war with you, okay? But I'm just putting it out there. Because you promised someone that they would get their money 3 weeks ago. It'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. That you promised one particular individual $380. You then, over that period of 3 weeks, dangled a carrot in front of that individual, saying, okay, I'll give you your money. And then made said individual jump through hoop after hoop to get into something called Google Pay. Which I don't even know what the fuck that shit is. Okay, I know if it's anything like iTunes Pay or iPay, Apple Pay, okay, it's pretty simple shit. But you still haven't come through. And there are screenshots that party has taken and has shown me where you had it pending with a date of that it had to be accepted by the 20th of this month. Now, I know you said that you said on your last broadcast that all parties of L20 and VTT, the Venus Thirst Traps, they're also involved, that all of those folks were going to be getting their L20 and VTT money back. Now, I'm not speaking for the rest of L20. I'm not speaking for each and every one of those people. Those people can handle their things, okay? But the person I am standing up for is somebody who has no one else to help them. I am standing up for that person who you have bold-faced lied to in person. In person. It narrows it down, doesn't it, son? Now, people say, Bri, give the guy a break. Come on. This is somebody who collected $2,800 between L20 and VTT. $2,100 was for L20 plus one person that was added in as a 21st. $500 was because of 10 people paying $50 apiece to get into the Venus Thirst Trap. And then this person gave an extra $200 to give two unfortunate people, or people that would otherwise not have the ability to pay for said memberships in such a club. That $200 never got sent to or was never used to put 2 extra people in the room. So it should have really been L23, not L21 or L20. And then you have this $380 that was demanded. First it was asked for, then it was demanded. And this person has been so damn good to you. So damn giving. So damn understanding to a certain degree that they are no longer understanding. They've had it. I've had it. Wonky's had it.
Hell yeah.
Buck has too. Buck's had it too. Because she just went, ah. Forgive me for that silliness. But today, that person that was supposed to get $380 got a sudden cancellation of that payment. That person today has been trying to contact Shay with varying degrees of success. Not much. Not much at all. To the point that that person truly feels that they're never going to see their money. That person is being affected emotionally and physically from this bullshit that you have put them through. I am putting my fucking foot down now. Do we need to ask where the donations for Kevin are now? Do we need to ask if Kevin has gotten his money? Do you really think you took so much time to try to make Swaggy C's life hell? Rightfully so. Rightfully so, I thought. I think. Based on what I know or knew. Right now, I don't know anymore. I'm on the fence on that. Because, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Swaggy. And I don't think he did right by Kevin. At all. He did wrong by Kevin. But you went and raised $800 and you raised $2,120. A total of $2,920. I think. I want to know if he's received the money. If he hasn't, pay him. Give him the money, transfer it to him, or give it to the donation, give the donation to whatever he says he wants it to go to. But pay the man. Give the man his money. And give the money back to the people that you've already promised a full refund to by April 15th. And you're such a wrestling fan, you'll remember Erwin R. Shyster, IRS. The guy who came to the ring in a suit, a shirt, and a tie, and said, and he grabbed the microphone, April 15th's coming up. Pay your taxes. April 15th's coming up. Pay who you owe. I am not fucking around. And don't ever twist the shit again. When you didn't visit, shame on you. Hey, okay, 2 times you were supposed to visit, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Oh, I got the weeks wrong. Right. Because I realize now you wanted to come here during the cruise to use me as a prop. Because you said all the time, I'd rather be in a place where I'm wanted while that cruise is going on, rather than be somewhere I'm not wanted. Right. That's why you canceled the night before. Now, that's not the basis of why we're no longer friends. That's just the thing that got my head starting to think. He has the ticket paid for. He announced on the air that he was going to be coming. He announced on the air that he would interview Kevin at my home that Thursday night. People in this room right now can vouch that you said these things. And your excuse to me was, I had the dates wrong. Okay. You had the dates wrong. So what? Anyway, you didn't visit. And you know what? It's probably for the best. To say the last month has been difficult, that's easy to say. For me, and I know for you, it's probably been difficult too. I understand you've had a loss in your family, and I do sincerely. I can just tell you that I feel for anybody that loses a family member. So if you're going to go saying, well, talk about my family. Oh, really? I just gave you condolences, so don't start that shit either. Big secret, folks. He's married. Yeah. He says I'm talking about his family. I told a person he was married. That's as much as I talked about his family. That's as much. Okay? Nothing out of pocket. Nothing that was insulting toward you or your family. Nothing. I fought tooth and nail for you. I tried talking you out of stuff. I tried talking you through things. I listened to you. You listened to me. I vented to you when I was going through shit. You vented to me when you were going through lots of shit. And you know exactly what shit I'm talking about. And people can put 2 and 2 together what we're talking about. Or what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, you're going to say, oh, now we're talking about family again. Oh, well, maybe we are. Maybe we're not. There are certain parties that are trying to bring us together again. I've told them that is not going to happen. I don't want your friendship. I don't need it. I've got new friends now. And these people are real. And they're people that you know. and that you've actually spent time with. And those people are very, very understanding people. They don't expect anything of me. They don't tell me what I can and cannot say. They don't tell me what to do. They don't tell me how to run my channel. They don't put me on blast on the phone when I'm on the phone with them. And if I've taken some days off, they don't go and tell me to get your ass back on the air. Now, yeah, you were trying to give me a little bit of tough love. And I tried to reach out to you on the 12th of March. And I asked you questions because I was already in a sequence of wondering for a couple of weeks. What the fuck is he doing? And why is he not doing this, going to that place, when he has all this money that he can go and do it with? Now he's going to give it all back. That's great. Good. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Golf clap. That's the least you should do. Okay, give that money back. Fine, you're doing it. Maybe you're not. Now, some people got shirts already. Great. You sent them after the whole thing blew up. And I'm going to just tell you exactly what the order of sequence of events was. And I have documentation to back this shit up. The 12th, I spoke to him. Overnight 11th, early to 12th, whatever the fuck it was, of March. And I had a conversation with him. We had a conversation. Normal, long night conversation we would have. When you speak to somebody 6 nights a week for 2 to 3 hours a night, you get to really know that person a lot if you pay attention and if you care about that person. I got to learn a lot about him as a person, the good and the bad. And there is a lot of good that there can be in Shay. But boy, there's a lot of nastiness too. I'm not trying to take you down, dude. I really am not. But I'm standing my ground. I'm not going to see you bullying women. Not bullying. Forgive me for using that word. That's the wrong word. Duping, lying, deceiving, and then denying their refund after you promised 3 weeks ago tomorrow, it'll be 3 weeks. And you've gone through messages and messages and messages and messages. And that person even asked for you to forward the money to me so that I could pay that person because they trusted me with that fucking money more than you. And then what do you say? Because I saw the text. I ain't giving Brian anything. I don't trust him after what he said about my family and the lies and he told. I did not tell one fucking lie about you, Shay. Actually, I told the truth about you. And when I called you on the 12th and I said, hey, there's people saying, they're worried about the shirts. Who? Who? I said, I'm not saying. Who? I'm not saying. I said it's in confidence. He says, okay, all right. Okay. But just let them know they're going to be pleasantly disappointed when they get their shirt. They're going to be coming out this week. And I started the conversation under the pretense of, hey, because I wanted to see what his answer would be. I said, hey, because I was still holding on to hope. I was still holding on to that. Maybe there's something really legit that, maybe he's just behind. Okay? Maybe he's just behind a little. But then I thought about something. When you raise $2,800, he may tell you it's 26. When you raise $2,800, and then you make however many shirts for the 316 bullshit that never came to pass, and then you started having a telethon, marathon, shayathon as you called it, for $100 to raise money for packaging shipping costs for the shirts that you said you were sending out, and you had supposedly around you on the floor on your set. And you said straight out to me, Brian, I've got your shirts here. I'll be bringing them with me when I come see you. I hope you don't mind because I'll be saving some shipping costs. If you mind, well, too bad. Something to that effect you said. And I was like, okay, cool. But then I thought about it, and I said, back around the 12th, before I called him on that night, why does a motherfucker need to get $100 in postage to raise money to ship out shirts when he has $2,800 of money given to him for traveling expenses, and you haven't gone to one goddamn casting call? 0. If you went to Animal House and you asked Dean Wormer what was Shay's score on going to Big Brother casting calls, 0.0. Right? So why do you need $100 for shipping costs for shirts when you have $2,800? On top of that, when you fucked up your phone, why did you need to have another $100 shayathon for raising money to get a phone? Why? Why? No, I'm not trying to be a smartass by saying why. Yeah, I guess I am. I'm just trying to keep my shit together right now. I'm not going to get emotional on you, dude. No, I'm past that shit. I've cried my tears over you. I cried my tears over losing a friend. It was not an easy choice for me to make. Believe me, it was not. I wanted to fight for you. I wanted to believe in you. I was in that club, group, cult, whatever you want to call it. And our dear leader has been deceiving us. Now, you can go online and you can go and do your video where you say, I own it, I own it, I own it. But then in the same breath, you're blaming the world and even your own family. Yes, I'm invoking your family in this because you invoked it. You're in one breath blaming yourself, but in the other breath blaming your life. What the fuck is it? What is it? You can't blame your family. You can't blame them. I can't go to calls because my kids don't want me to go, and they're crying about it, and they don't want me to go. How many casting calls were there? Like a dozen? Maybe more? Maybe a little less? Gotta be at least 10. I mean, my memory is shit. And I can rattle off San Diego, LA, Erie, Pennsylvania, Minneapolis, Urbana, Illinois, Oklahoma City. Shall I continue? No, I don't think so. Because I think we get the point, don't we? And today, as part of... by the way, I'm sorry. I steered a little off course. In that conversation, when I would not tell you who the person was, or the people, that were just kind of casually wondering, mulling about their shirts. It was really me just asking, even though no one specifically came to me, dude. People were already talking a little ch-ch-ch-ch. And then I asked you simply, Shay, can I send you $15 so you can send me my 316 shirt so I can have it on the air to wear when you come back? Because I want to celebrate it with you. And that was real. But at the same time, I was starting to have a lot of doubts. And then the way he treated me in that conversation going forward, it was not the best call I had with him, no. Because he was pissed. Now get this. About 18 hours later, in the L20 chat room, which is a secluded room meant only for L20 people. Yes, I know. L20. I'm taking L20 out of L20. I'm discussing Fight Club outside of Fight Club. Do with me what you will. Because I'll tell you right now, like I told a couple people today, I'll be that motherfucking Tibetan monk setting himself ablaze in the middle of the fucking city square if it means to get the real fucking truth out about your ass. I will set both of my fucking channels on fire. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to take you down. I don't want you to end up stopping doing your show. I don't give a fuck if you do your show. I don't give a fuck if you don't do your show. I started my show without you, and I'm going on without you. Yeah, I did benefit from our collaboration. You benefited from it a little bit yourself. Not as much as I. I'll give you that. I'll give credit where it's due. You've got charisma, dude. You got charisma. You had charisma. But that luster comes off real quick, doesn't it? You're not as shiny and as polished as you think you are. You just got some shiny spray paint on you. That's all. 10-karat gold-plated. Shit that turns green after a few months. When you were my friend, I did value that friendship immensely. You did good by me in a lot of ways. But when it came down to that next day, about 18 hours after I asked you that question about the shirts, one magical person that will remain nameless because they don't want me to have their name in my mouth, a member of L20 in the L20 chat says, "Hey, has anybody got their shirts yet?" Actually, let's see. For those who are interested, I can just read it to you verbatim. Because guess what? This guy here decides that he likes to take screenshots occasionally when something is not quite right. Now, let's see, where is it here? Wonky? You still awake?
Yep.
Can you do me a favor? Find me what I need?
Well, what do you need?
Ow, sorry. I need that L20 chat with the discussion of the shirts. And you know who it begins with, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now, the first person, a very prominent person, said, "Anybody get their shirt yet? Just curious." Kind of something along those lines. Another person speaks up and says, "Not me." Another person speaks up and says, "No, I didn't either." A fourth person now says, "No, me neither, and I'm a little upset. Kind of wondering." Something to that effect. Fifth person says something else, a little bit more. And I think that fourth or fifth person indicated they wanted a refund. The whole time, I didn't say a fucking word. I was just sitting there watching them talk. Coincidence? Really? I think that's a coincidence, and quite a fucking coincidence, that I all of a sudden call you asking you about the shirts, and that I don't tell you who's talking. And you got your right-hand man asking in the room. And then when I talk to you the second time, the last time, you told me that I helped to facilitate all this. Oh, really? Yeah, sure. No, I didn't. Because I was still trying at that point, even at that point, trying to still give you the benefit of the doubt and asking you about the shirt and if I could get you to send it to me, because I thought maybe you fucking had it. But you didn't, did you? And then all of a sudden, magically, within about 3 or 4 days, that first person that you mentioned, or that first person that I mentioned, the first person to ask about getting their shirts, all of a sudden posts his face and his proud face and shirt, level 20. Oh, magically delicious, huh? He got sent one. Actually, two. They came in a pair. And then you said to everybody else that they would all get theirs by 3/16. And there were still 3 people after 3/16 that still didn't have those fucking shirts. And those people probably still have their money in the bank of Shay. To those of you in L20, I'm sorry that I'm even talking about this. Really, I am. No bullshit. I never wanted to bring this shit up. When I separated myself from Shay and left that, and I got my money, And I was done. The next day, I felt like a new fucker. New fucking guy. I felt like I divorced somebody. I don't know. Maybe that's what it feels like. I never plan on getting a divorce because I got a good, rock-solid marriage. And that's not a shot. That's not a shot at all. I'm just saying. I have a rock-solid marriage. Plain and simple. My regulars will tell you that I have. Because of the fact that I respect the shit out of my wife. I love her to death. I shout her out all the time. And I'm not ashamed to tell people that I have a wife. Now, I understand. You were trying out for a show. You're still trying out for a show. And maybe you'll get on it. And if you do, hey, good for you. Seriously, good for you. If you get on, good for you. But the days of me, and I told you this many times, that I really started to believe in you, and I wanted to live vicariously through you, hoping that you would get into that Big Brother house, and that I could see somebody win that I knew, and that I could root for and want to see win. I really don't give a rat's ass if you play or not. People hitting me up even on Facebook today. And I'm like, Facebook? I don't even fuck with Facebook. The only reason I ever fucked with Facebook was because I set it up so that I could cover virtual Big Brother for your ass. Because I was going to have a little additional stuff to... I wouldn't have covered virtual Big Brother. No. I wouldn't have covered it. Why would I have covered it? No disrespect to Ducky. He puts on one hell of a thing. But provided you were in it and we were associated and it was interesting to both of our crowds. So therefore, it made sense. Okay, so great, thanks. You gave me some extra views for a month. Great. Okay. Maybe I gained a few subscribers too. Great. I also gave you some too. And like I said, I don't want this to be turned or twisted in any other way. Our relationship was mutually beneficial. You got subscribers from me, I got subscribers from you. You benefited well, I benefited well. And thank you for that. Thank you for the collaboration. Thank you for the time that we were able to work together and work well. Thank you for that. Sincerely. I would hope that you would feel the same way about this time, the time that was good for us. I would hope that you would be appreciative, as I am, for that time. But if I had to do it all over, I wouldn't have never reached out to you, dude. If I knew what I know now, and I knew the way you carry yourself in private, in the way you carry yourself to people that give you their own hard-earned money as a token of faith in you, and then, by the way, the person that is owed $380 was not at a meeting for L20 that I was at just before I left L20. He said, and I have a screen capture of it. Yes, I do. He said, so-and-so you should treat what they say with a grain of salt. This is a person that spent $380 of their very hard-earned money, their savings maybe. And this is somebody that has spent a lot of money being a fan of yours. And you treat them with what they say with a grain of salt? And you say that in front of the whole L20 group? If that's not the most disrespectful thing that you could have I suppose you could have said worse. And I relayed that thought to that person. They know. They know what you said, and they saw what you said. I don't know what else to tell you. All I hope is, man, that you can get your shit together for yourself and for your loved ones. I wish no ill will upon you, in the sense I don't wish you ill. I don't wish you to be sick. I don't wish you anything bad to happen to you. But I want nothing to do with you. You and I are completely done. If you do any shit to come at me, I will come back in equal or greater measure. I do not want a war with you. What I am saying tonight is going to be it. Unless you keep coming at me. Or if you come at me, I should say. If you come at me. I'm not coming at you. I'm just laying it out. I'm laying out the facts. Oh, here it is. Thank you, Wonky. Here it is. The first person says, "Hey, has anyone gotten their shirts?" ? Next person says, "No, not me." Next person says, a person came in and said hello. Next person goes, "Not me. I thought so-and-so or so-and-so and I," meaning that person, "were the first ones to have them mailed to us. What's the deal, Shay?" ? Then another person says, "I got a pull-up shirt a long time ago, but we never got the L20 stuff yet." The first person comes back and goes, "Okay, I was just wondering." Yeah, you were checking in for the boss, right? "Oh, don't worry, I kept your name out of my mouth, Bubba. It's all gravy, baby." By the way, I don't speak that language. So speak to me in English, okay? Actually, just don't speak to me. And then the fifth person says, "Hey, everyone." They said a couple of things unrelated, and then they said, I haven't gotten anything yet either. I haven't gotten anything yet either. I just feel bad for those that paid $100 for those signed shirts and never got. So-and-so was really looking forward to theirs. That so-and-so bought. The one that so-and-so bought was the first person that originally left L20 because of your deceit and your lies and your bullshit. They saw it before I did. That person I shouted out in the chat tonight. And I loved her for being here. Thank you so much. And then that person, that last person that I just mentioned here, went on to say 30 minutes later, I love this. This may give me the Bugaloo rule. The Bugaloo rule. Yeah, you know that, right? The Bugaloo rule. You know the rule that he put down on his channel saying you can never say the name of such and such or talk about such and such or you're going to be out of here. Okay. So this person was saying this may give me the Bugaloo rule, but empty and broken promises only encourages feelings of mistrust and doubt. No one likes feeling like a fool. It will turn a true supporter into a common bystander quicker than anything. Yeah, right. Blame me. Because you think that the softy, the guy that cries on camera, is an easy scapegoat. You know what? Scapegoat was a term thrown to me, mentioned to me, saying he's making you a scapegoat. This was said by another person in that group that wasn't even part of this 5-person list. And that person is somebody that you have thanked on camera. Recently. So, with this being said, all I ask, well, oh, by the way, just so that everyone knows this, because I got basically pulled in, because I thought it was the right cause, and it was. Raising Kevin money for giving to Kevin during that whole Swaggy Exposed series of fucking bullshit where he went through, okay, yes, Swaggy's I'm still thinking Swaggy's a piece of work that is really just not such a nice person, okay? But where is the 2920? Where is the 2920, Shay? Please don't make that be the next thing we have to talk about. Not that we have to talk about. I'm done talking to you. Don't text me. Don't call me. Don't threaten me. Don't speak to me. Don't message me. Don't do anything. Don't send smoke signals, Morse code, telegraphs, telegram, Western Union. I don't give a fuck if you're blowing a goddamn Viking horn for, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to hear it. And if you're using an excuse of May, when you've already said that's probably not going to happen, your May event, and rightfully so, because the two individuals are probably not in the physical condition to make that trip and or available or in a comfortable way to really do that. So I don't blame you for not having an event if you don't have it, because those two individuals are probably not in the best shape to be there for it. And if they are, great. And if you have it, great. But there's no need for that money to be held on to. That man could be using it. Why do you have to make a spectacle of it and then give it to him in like a big check or some bullshit? If you've paid him, show proof. I challenge you. Show proof. I challenge you. Show proof that you've paid Kevin Schluber $2,920. Now, here on this side, I collected some of that money for that fundraiser. I have, with each of those, all of the people that paid, their names in full, their first name and their last initial, were listed one by one with the amounts of money that they paid in each of 3 separate Cash App deposits, transfers, that I sent from myself to you, because you were the fundraiser. So if it ever comes back and people want to know, well, Brian raised money too and collected for that, I have the screen captures of the Cash App group donations, the 3 jumble groups that totaled to like $600-700 roughly. And I've got each of the PayPal documentations for every person individually that sent the money to me to send for Kevin. So you cannot fuck with this mathematics, sir. I don't need to know where check 991-992-993-994-995-996, blah, 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 blah. I don't need to do that. Kindly show proof publicly. Twitter will be fine. Facebook, maybe. How about maybe even on your own channel? Probably not, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, last thing I'll say. Earlier today, I made the apology to Rockstar. The reason I did that was very simple. I was drinking the pre-made beverage that he was passing around. And once Angela separated herself from him, I was immediately on the, oh, fuck her. And I said mean things. I said nasty things. I typed nasty things. I typed nasty things in your chat room. I own it. And I know you say you own stuff. When you say you own it, do you really? I don't think so. Because you use other blames and other excuses because, like I said, you put it all like this. You're not on those scales of justice in the final HOH. This isn't fucking balancing the shit, okay? You gotta put all facts down, dude. So today, after a lot of reflection, thinking, because I've been doing a fucking lot of that lately, well, that's not so bad. It's good to think. Especially when you start to see the writing on the wall. And then there are even people around you that said, after I was done with you, people, more than one has said, it took you longer than I thought it would. Yeah. Yeah. And I know my phone's getting blown up right now. I can hear it buzzing. Just like yours buzzes during your show. And when I did that 2-part Twitter or tweet to Rockstar apologizing for the words that I said and the actions that I took, she was kind enough, gracious enough to accept the apology. And guess what? Within about 30 minutes of that text, I got a call from Angela Rockstar, and we spoke for 45 minutes comparing notes today. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I have never lied to my fans. I have never stretched the truth. I have never fucked them over. I've never collected for something that I can't deliver on or won't deliver on. Please, pretty please, pay the person, you know who I'm talking about, their $380. Please pay them that. Please. I'm not going to go and do a 7-part bullshit documentary exposing you, because you're not worth it. You're not worth it. To me, you are worthless. That sounds cold. That sounds crass. That may sound rude, ignorant, whatever you want to call it. I told you, I will light myself on fire like that Tibetan monk in the square. I do not give a fuck. But I will fight for what is right. The other folks in the group, I let them be and decide what they want to do. Because, and this person, by the way, has not asked me to do anything for them. They didn't even know I was going to go on blast like this tonight about you. No more excuses, no more lies, no more deceit. Stop. Just stop. Step back. Think about what you have been doing and what you have not been doing. You say you've already been saying I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Okay, yeah, you did. You fucked up. Great. I own it. I own it. I own it. I own it. But nothing! But nothing! Stop blaming other people. Own your shit 100%. And stop lying to your public. Stop lying to the people that invest their money into you. I've had another person that's not even in this group of this 5 here, plus the other one. I had another person that I've spoken to that said they're not going to give you another goddamn dime. And it's nobody you'd even think of. Seriously. Because it's the last person I thought of. Piece of work. Piece of work. And honestly, that misspell in my Twitter thing, my Twitter post, where I said P, that truly was a fuck up. I truly did fuck up that typing. And when I looked at it, I was pissed. I didn't see where I could correct that. If there was, then tell me how and I will. But I meant to say peace, I think. And then I put P, because I dictate into the iPad. And I just did not go back and correct that one particular fucking word. So, my bad there. I own it. I own it. So with that being said, I appreciate those of you that are still here.
Still here, you got 52 people in here.
Excuse me?
Still here, you've got 52 people in here.
Well, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe, please hit the share. Fuck me dead. That's not what this is for. This is not an attention grab, and this isn't the bullshit that you'd call clout chasing. Fuck you with the clout chasing. I'm not looking for any clout with Rockstar. I don't want any clout with Rockstar. I wanted to apologize for something I sincerely felt bad about. I felt bad about making fun of Chris. I felt bad about making fun of her. I felt bad about putting up the fucking cross-out sign with a unicorn head next to it, and the cross-out sign with a baby bottle resembling the chocolate milk thing. Okay? I regret that. I regret the nasty things I said on the air. I regret the nasty things I thought. And I told Angela that in person, or on the phone, when I spoke with her. I told her that on the fucking Twitter first, which was what led her to say to me, all is forgiven, we all make mistakes, we live and learn, and blah, blah, blah. And I reiterated that with her on the phone. She was kind enough to call me on her way to work. And like I said, we compared notes. She knew nothing about those 316 shirts. She never received a box from you with 316 shirts. Not to mention the fucking shirts that I sent you, that you said you sent to her too. Where are those shirts? Well, they're gone. You probably gave them away during the 12 days of Sheamus, and that's fine. That's good. Let those people have them. That's good. I'm glad they have them. I hope they enjoy them. Some of them are probably going to cut them up and burn them. You're probably wiping your ass with yours right now, because you probably are like, fuck this motherfucker. You're going to probably burn it in effigy. Fine, do whatever you want with it, man. I don't care. And other people are going to try to take me down with this. Let them come. Let them come. I have no beef with anybody that you're associated with. I'm not going to say names, because those other channels I still consider as favorable channels in my eyes. They don't take people down. They never take people down at all. They never go after people. They never relentlessly shit on people. They don't do exposés on people. So if I'm going to become a villain to them because you tell them, don't fuck with Brian, he's an asshole. Don't fuck with Brian, he's an asshole. There's one man and there's one woman that you would tell that to, at least. And I'm not, fuck, no way would I ever go to those other right-wing guys who really hate your guts. I would never go with them because I don't want to be associated with those assholes either. But the two YouTubers that you favor, I have no problem with, and I still would encourage anybody to go view their shows. I'm never going to shout you out again. Never. Never. So all I can tell you, from this point forward, I have nothing else to say to you. You have nothing else to say to me. Let's keep that straight. Don't even bother. Not even through a third party. You have nothing. to say to me, keep it that way, please. I'm asking, pretty please, with sugar on top. All right? With that said, I appreciate those of you that have been here tonight. I'm sorry I have not looked at the chat. I'm sorry that I am not answering your questions. I don't feel that there's any need to address any questions regarding the situation. I've said my piece. Just pay her the money. Pay her the money. And pay it before the 15th. Please. I'm just saying please. I'm being nice. Ding. No, I'm not a fucking angel. But I'm not a villain either. But don't test me, son. Don't test me. I'm not coming after you. I don't want you to come after me either. Because I know what you're capable of. You're capable of being a fucking scorched earth motherfucker. That's what you do. Right? That's what you do. Anyway. To those of you that are not normally here, thank you for coming. I think.
Chris has been here most of the time.
Chris, thank you for being here. And again, dude, I am so sorry. I was following the dear leader. I was drinking the concoction. I was in the cult. And I was wrong. Angela was delightful to speak with. I look forward to our discussion tomorrow. She said she was going to be giving me a call. And I look for no clout on this. I said to her, I don't expect, or I'm not, I'm not trying to gain a friend by my apology to her and to you. I'm not trying to make a friend here. I'm trying to set it right. I'm trying to own what I did. This is not a ratings grab. This is not a clout chase, as he would put it, always fucking using that term ad nauseum. So, Indiana, pay him off. Pay her. Please. Last time I'll say it. And, Chris, is there a way I can contact you through, Google Hangouts? May I contact you through Google Hangouts? If so, I would like to speak with you and apologize to you properly. If you're willing to accept my call and my apology. I did see that I see that you have accepted my apology, and I appreciate that. You were kind enough to comment earlier on my video. I just didn't have time yet to reply to it, so it wasn't that I ignored it, but I did like it. If you did notice, I did hit a heart on it. But if you would please, if you'd be willing to either communicate by phone or by Google Hangouts or Facebook Messenger, just send an email to colonelangusbb@gmail.com up above. And then we could talk if you want. If you don't, it's cool. But just relay my best to Angela, and again, my apologies. For everybody else, thank you for listening, if you have been. I hope I have not hurt anyone's feelings. I hope I have not offended people. I hope that I have not... I know I'm going to probably lose some subscribers as a result of this. But I have to do what's right for me. I have to do the right thing. I have to be a man. As he says, be a fucking man. Well, guess what? I'm doing that. I'm being a fucking man. You should too, Shay. With that said, everybody, I will be back tomorrow night at the normal time, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 West Coast, with Big Brother Canada recap on the eviction and the HOH contest that we expect tomorrow. Until then, as always, peace, love, and we'll see you later.